Well, hey there, parents. Todd Frazier here, principal at Ratton Elementary, and just wanted to touch base with everyone today regarding an initiative that we have pushed forward here at Ratton Elementary, starting with last year when we implemented the Habit Heroes recognition program, and we're taking it one step further and trying to push forward with the Leader in Me program, which is based off of Dr. Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And what you see behind me here is a infographic of those 7 habits as they've been portrayed and put together by Sean Covey, his son, in his book 7 Habits of Highly Effective Kids. Now, as you can see here, these are the 7 habits listed, and they do have a bit of a hierarchical order. You can see the first 3 habits right here are the root and foundation, being proactive, beginning with the end in mind, and then putting first things first, because these habits, the first 3 habits, they have to do with students being able to manage themselves, or even just people in general managing themselves. Habits 4, 5, and 6, as you can see here, make up the trunk and the limbs of the tree, and those are outward facing, being able to work with others, thinking win-win in situations, seeking first to understand and then be understood, and then synergizing, so working together and working together, being able to create or do something better than you might be able to do on your own. And then the last habit at the top is sharpening the saw. And that is making sure that you are taking care of yourself by resting, by exercising, by eating healthy, those types of things, taking care of yourself before or taking some time to rest, so that way you can manage yourself in a better way. And so those are the things that we're trying to push forward this year at Ratton Elementary. Now, one of the first things I wanted to focus in on here as far as the 7 habits are is the first habit, which is being proactive. And essentially that means just taking charge of yourself. That's our theme this year at Ratton, is to take charge. And what we are encouraging students and staff members to do is to take charge of their actions, their choices, their attitude, and basically manage themselves, take charge of their emotions as well, and putting themselves in a place where they are ready to learn and do their very best. Now, according to Covey, some of the characteristics and what we're talking with kiddos about when it comes to being proactive is that they're responsible people, they take initiative, choosing actions, attitudes, and moods, not blaming others for their own wrong actions, and doing the right thing when asked, even when no one is looking. And so, this is just the first of the 7 habits, but we're really trying to just instill this into our students and just have it as a part of our vocabulary as we talk with their kiddos throughout the days and weeks here at school. All right, so one of the first things that I wanted to go ahead and share when it comes to being proactive is carpool and morning arrival. Now, our doors open at 7 a.m. now, and the tardy bell rings at 7:25. So after 7:25, students are late. Now, I know it's hard to get up that early in the morning. I'm commuting all the way from Plano, so that's a 30-minute drive, so I gotta get up really early. But what I'm encouraging parents and kiddos, you guys are part of this too, is to try to get up and get here as close to 7 a.m. as possible and as far away from 7:25 as possible, because the closer you are to 7:25, the more likely it is that you might get stuck in traffic and be late. And so I would encourage everyone to be proactive and see if you can get here. If you're arriving here about 7:20 or close to 7:25, try to get here 5, maybe 10 minutes earlier. If mornings are a struggle, have things, clothes and backpacks and snacks or lunches ready to go the night before, so that way all you have to do is grab and go. When it comes to getting out of the car, we want to make sure that we get through quickly, and grabbing your materials and putting them in your backpack and then getting out of the car, that can take anywhere between 1 and 2 minutes. And if we do that like 50 times, that adds up to a lot of time. So have your backpack put together and ready to go. So that way, when the car stops, kiddos, you guys can jump out, grab your backpack, and be on the go. The other thing I would also suggest too is wait till you get out of the car and then put your backpack on, because it's a lot harder to get out of that back seat with your backpack on your back than it is to be able to go ahead and get out and then grab your backpack afterwards. So I hope, parents, that you guys found that little bit of information helpful, and just work with your kiddos and just have a conversation, maybe over dinner or breakfast. How can we be more proactive so that way we can get to school on time or even early, and start our day off great? And don't forget too, breakfast is served from 7 a.m. up until 7:20. So the sooner that you get here and you don't have maybe time for breakfast at home, you can have breakfast at school. So again, hope you found that information helpful, and look forward to helping everybody to be proactive and taking charge of their morning routines.